Hi Year 2, I'm just going to do one more video on what we call the 4 basic operations in maths. So we've looked at addition and how we can solve those, we've looked at subtraction and how we can solve those, and we've looked at multiplication and how we can solve those. Now we're going to look at division today. Now I know we've done a bit of division in class, but we didn't finish our topic. So I'm just going to remind you of how you can do this, because you can do it at home and practice, because practice makes perfect. Now, just like subtraction is the opposite, the inverse of addition, and the facts are related, it's the same with multiplication and division. So again, if you know your times tables really well, your 2s, 3s, 5s and 10s, then you can use multiplication facts to solve division problems. I'm going to show you how to do that a little bit later in the video. But mostly I'm going to show you how you can draw pictures again to help you to solve division problems. Now the division symbol looks like this. And I always remember someone said to us in class, I can't remember who it was, that it looks like 2 children divided across a table, and they're shared across a table. So there's 2 shared across 1, which gives you 2 groups, doesn't it? And I always think that's a good way to remember. I always think it also looks a little bit like a little slash. So it's been slashed in half like a cake. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a division problem and how we can solve it in 2 different ways. So if you're met with, when you start doing division problems, your largest number, just like subtraction, your total comes first. So you know how much you've got and you're thinking about how much you're going to share it between. So say we did that as a problem. Say I said to you that I knew I had 30 sweets and I'm sharing them, because divide means share. I'm sharing them equally into 5 groups, and I need to know, if I share them equally into 5 groups, how much is going to be in each group. So I know I've got 30. So that's the number I'm going to keep in my head. But also, I'm sharing into 5 groups. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 5 groups. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now before, when we did multiplication, we put the same amount in each group. But at the moment, we don't know how many we've got in each group. That's what we're trying to find out. That's the problem we're trying to solve. So I've got 30 as my total. So I'm going to share them just like you might do if you were sharing sweets or stickers with your friends at school or at home. I'm going to do that with this. So I need to share this 30 equally between these groups. So I'm going to count as I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So I've shared that 30. I need to hold that number in my head. Now, all I need to do is count how many each group has got. They should all have the same amount. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that lets me know that if I share 30 equally between 5 groups, each group or person will get 6. Okay? And just like with multiplication, we can swap them around. So if we know that 30 divided by 5 is 6, we also know that 30 divided by 6 has to equal 5. I'm not going to draw the pictures to show you how that's right. You can have a look at that yourselves. But there is another way we can solve these problems. So I'm going to show you now how we can use our multiplication facts to help us. So if I've got, for example, 90 divided by 10 equals something. Okay, 90 divided by 10, 90 shared into 10 groups equals something. Now I could draw this. It might take a long time though. If I'm trying to draw 90 little shapes, it could take a long time. You could share it into tens. You could do each one as a 10, but then you're going to get stuck towards the end. So the way I'd recommend you do this is think of the inverse. So what multiplication fact do we know from this? Well, we know that something like this times by 10, because they're the groups, will give us a total, because remember division always starts with a total, of 90. Now if you know your times tables really quickly, you'll know that 9 times 10 equals 90, which means that 90 divided by 10 must be 9 as well. They have to equal the same. Now, just while we're at it, I'm going to show you how we can understand fact families in multiplication. Just like we have with number bonds with addition and subtraction, multiplication and division have 4 fact families, 2 multiplications and 2 divisions. So, if I've got 90 divided by 10 equals 9 and 9 times 10 equals 90, well, I also know if I swap these two numbers round, sorry about these arrows, that 90 divided by 9 has to equal 10. And I also know if I swap these round that 10 times 9 has to equal 90. So there we go. I've got 4 facts there from one multiplication sentence. So if I know my 10 times table, then I know all 4 of these. 2 multiplications and 2 division facts, and that will really help you. But if you can use your multiplication facts to help you to solve division, that's great. If you struggle with that, then draw your pictures, share them equally between those groups. I'm just going to show you one more thing we can do with division, because sometimes you might be asked a problem where you don't know how many groups you've got. So it might be you're asked, someone might say to you, a shop is packing fruit and they're packing bananas, and they've decided that each group of bananas are going to be put into groups of 5. So the bananas are in groups of 5. Now they've started with 55 bananas, and they need to group them into groups of 5. How many groups will there be altogether? Now you can draw your pictures to help you again here, but what you should be doing is drawing round groups. Okay, so you can draw your arrays just like we did before. So we need groups of 5 till we get to 55. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which gives us 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. And all I need to do now is to circle the groups of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I've got 11 groups of 5. So if that shop is packing bananas into groups of 5 and they've got 55 of them all together, they will know that when they've packed them, they will have 11 groups of 5. So that's what we call division by grouping, as opposed to what we did before, which was division by sharing. I hope that really helps you at home. Enjoy. Bye-bye.